Neighbors say the 10-bedroom, 10.5-bathroom, 28,000 square foot mansion is one of the largest in Avila.
Because they was like, how could a pastor afford to live in a house like that?
So number one, the reason why men of God today are not discipling people is because to truly disciple someone, you got to bring them off their job, their career, their business. They have to be full-time. You got to provide for their living, their food, all of that. So they don't have that stress on them. So all they do is focus on the will of God and do the work of the ministry. Tell me any church or pastor that's doing that. They are not doing that. Now, I wasn't doing it either for a long time until God showed me, you got to go back to my pattern. If you are going to save the world and turn it upside down, you got to do it the way I started it. You got to go back and redig these foundations and do it exactly the way I did it.
So both of you guys use God's people and supposedly his blueprint to fund your extravagant lifestyle? What a shame.
The indictment alleges Taylor recruited people to work at call centers, referring to them as armor bearers. Investigators say they were his, quote, personal servants who fulfilled Taylor's demands around the clock and were never paid. Taylor and Executive Director Michelle Brannon are accused of controlling nearly every aspect of the workers' lives, cutting them off from family and forcing them to take contraceptives.
Forcing people to take contraceptives because he don't want nobody getting pregnant and messing up his money. That's the thing. Oh my goodness. And what's so unfortunate about this story is that this is, of course, everybody gonna say, oh, that's why people don't go to church. And you don't go to church because you don't want to go to church, okay? Because not all pastors are like this, not all churches are like this. But when stories like this go viral and make the news, it paints that picture, unfortunately. So David Taylor and Michelle Brannon, the law will make them pay for what they did. But nothing compares to what God is going to do to them for using people and abusing people with the name of God to fund their extravagant lifestyle. This is a shame. Anyway, that's all I have to say. Thank you for watching. I'll see you in another video. Bye.